Hello, this is going to be a quick foundation video. Is one I've used before, I've shown before, but I've been using it a different way. Very spare moment. I thought I'd do it. Right now, I've done my eye makeup and I'm about to move on to foundation. It's just easier for me to do eye stuff first because I can make a mess. And which foundation it is the Kevin Aquan Sensual Skin Enhancer. Sensual Skin, yep. And the one I'm using is 12 and 13. I'll primarily be using 12 today. And this is how much I have left in this pot. In the 13, I use a little bit more. But I've had this a long time. And I'm going to be applying it with my MAC 188 brush. And I just like this one because it fit right inside the pot. And I don't have to worry about trying to dip nothing else up in there. But if I do need to put some in there, I usually use my my Bobbi Brown concealer blender, and I could just dip it in and get it and then blend it out where I need it. So all I do is that I'm going to take it and just stipple on, and I'm barely grabbing. Like, can you see? It's just enough to put a little dots up in there. And I usually just stipple it on to the areas where I really want coverage at, which is quite a few areas for me. Put a little bit under the eye. And then a lot of people thin it out to with other foundations or lotions. I like it full strength. I find that if you don't use a lot, that it works out just fine. And once, see, there's a bunch of spots. This one is really yellow, but I promise it kind of melts into your skin a little bit. And so after that, I'm just gonna go through and blend it all through really lightly. I like to use the Sigma brush too for this, the flat top one. I think that one works really good with this foundation when you're doing it this way. And today I won't be going for super full coverage, but it offers a really nice coverage. And just keep blending. And so you can already see some of the coverage that is given. But this is the most important part of it, is making sure that you get a good even layer down. And then you can always go back and build up over the parts that you need to build up over. So I don't really care about the coverage for the first layer. And I like making a cake. Even though I have worn it with just this much on, and it's just like a little something. And I think I actually am gonna grab my Sigma brush. This is the brush I was talking about for Sigma. Long story, like where the part at. I brought like 3 of these and I keep losing the bottom. I wash these just like any other brushes. I don't know what Sigma do or what I'm doing, but I've given up at that point. So now I'm going to go into the 13, and this one is a little bit more orangey-ish. So I feel like it has some color correcting properties too. So I use this one over my really dark spots, and it kind of helps cancels it out. And once again, just tapping it on, because I'm just getting a little bit on the tip. Get the hairline. And then I'll just go through this one and do the same thing and just kind of tap it out. And what I find, if you mix stuff with it, it still works pretty good. Like on a primer or illuminator. That's one that I really like to mix in with it too. The Sonia Kashuk Illuminator. It works really good with it. And so this is probably as much coverage as I'm going to want today. But you see how I didn't cover it up fully over there. You can still see. but I don't want to go, I'm already super dramatic on the eyes today, so I don't want to have, you know, airbrush looking skin. So I'm fine with this one today. And I can get away with not setting this with powder. However, today I'm going to set it with some powder just because, and I'm using the NARS translucent crystal. This one's supposed to be like the airbrush type, I don't know. It's supposed to make you look fabulous. And I'm pretty much just going to go T-zone with this one. I'm going to roll them up just to kind of set it, because it is a creamy makeup. But I find that it lies pretty good and you can control the coverage of what you want. When I want more coverage, I'll either add an extra layer or I won't buff it out as much, and it could give, I'm talking about from the sheers to the most full coverage you can get with this. And I guess I should put on some lip gloss now, huh? This says Runway Fave. Yes. I don't have time for liner and all that crap. Just buy it. And so you can see the amount of coverage that it has given is stupendous, because I barely use any product, so it doesn't feel too cakey. It feels like you can feel it. It's not like the Armani. I can't feel it. I do still love that foundation. However, my skin is really dry and flaky right now, and that is not like dry and flaky skin. It just gravitates to it. So Kevin the Coin works great for that one. And that is it.